important Bitcoin price level to keep an eye on. I'm going to go straight to it. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about because there's no time to waste. We already know tariff fears is strong. We know that that's what's keeping us down. So there's no reason to keep talking about it in every video, right? So this is the level to keep an eye on, and that is the CME gap, potentially second test happening soon, right? But before we can come down into this area, there is one potential resistance that we need to keep an eye on, right? And that's this, right? So we this right here, this is where the fear re-fired and brought us down right here. This was the point. So from here all the way down to the current low from this structure right here when it started falling, this is the area to keep an eye on if we're going to go down into the CME gap. And coincidentally, because this happens all the time, these fib extensions, fib retracements, for some reason, just do really, really well, in my experience, when it comes to finding support or strengthening previous support. So what I mean by that is, so again, guys, this is where the fear started, and then this is when the structure broke. This was the structure, it was a triangle pattern, and then fear kicked in and it broke right here. That's when the structure changed. We broke below the imbalance support, so that is no longer there. I deleted on last video the next little micro leg up because it was invalidated, and we broke this retracement area, which is also a previous swing low support, was broken. So everything's invalidated. We are now looking at a new structure to find support, so then we can later on go up higher, right? So this is the coincidence part of it. So from right here, this is where the structure began the process of breaking. So if we take it from there to the established swing low, and we bring it up to what that swing high is right here, right? And this is the move down. The reason I'm factoring just this move instead of the overall move is because this push up was not a reversal, and if it was a reversal, a confirmed reversal, we would have seen the price move up much higher, surpass a small imbalance right here, and then start breaking up higher towards the top of this range. But we didn't. We ended up breaking down, breaking past the swing low it created, pushing down lower. This move up is still in the process of either deciding if this is just a corrective move to the upside, or if it is going to confirm that this is the bottom of this dip and we're going to go up higher. Since we don't have that confirmation just yet, it's important to keep an eye on this retracement area. This retracement area, we can see the price go into it. It can potentially even max it out, because look, right, and this is another coincidence, right at the top of this retracement line is also where there's small imbalance right here as well. So if we are going to see another move down at any point, it can have already started, or it's going to trickle up a little bit, kind of like fluctuate a little bit up to this maxing out this retracement area, and then from there we can see it come back down, right? So this is a very important area to know if the CME gap down here is going to go ahead and get filled once again. And I'm going to make this a different color, just yellow, because it's, or orange. No, we'll do yellow. So this is the very important price level to watch, right? So if we get rejection right here, if this retracement ends up being valid, we can see the price come back down and potentially at least factoring in this price action right here, the price would come down here and retest previous low. As you can see, it falls straight perfectly in this area. Now, I am going to reiterate the Mara price action in this one because it's very, very important. I also do MSTR as a little bonus. But basically, before we do that, if this did bottom, we will see the price fluctuate in this area, struggle to break back down below it, and instead break above this. If we break above this, what then I will be looking for, and I will update you guys, is any potential clear imbalance or any potential small supportive structure that it creates on the move up. Then we can use that as future support to confirm if we're going to still be in an uptrend or not. But until this blue retracement area is broken. If it does break, I'll do that. If it doesn't break, and instead we get rejected and volume again starts to decrease to the bearish side, then again, this is the main area I'm looking at as a potential another dip into the CME gap. Now, with that being said, it's also very important to understand the new structure that the RSI is forming. So unlike back here where the last time we saw the RSI bottom was right here, much higher. This time it bottomed out much lower and it maxed it out. So now the RSI is leaning more toward the downside. So what that means is, and it's not going to be very significant, but it is enough to actually keep an eye on it. As we move up higher and we start maxing out this this retracement area, at that time we should also be seeing the RSI maxing out. So that creates a little bit of that bearish pressure on the price. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. As of right now, I am leaning more towards us seeing the price come down and dip down. But if we consolidate here a little bit more, it's very much possible. But as of right now, until I see the price go up above this, I'm going to keep assuming that the price is going to come lower and we're going to start seeing a retest of the 80,000 and potentially lower to around like 77 to 78,000. Until that's broken, that's what I'm going to be looking for. Now, the reason this is actually very positive for Mara is because I said this earlier today. I said that we don't have any high volume candles. I'm going to fix the price. There we go. Okay. We don't have any big volume candles holding within this green area. We are in the discounted portion of this green area with low volume candles, right? And with that being said as well, this candle didn't surpass this one. So these weak candles within this discounted portion, it will be much more healthy for Mara to have a pullback at this point to create, again, a more solid structure to trade off of. So now since Bitcoin is down, and if it continues to be down into early this new trading week of March, the second week of trading March, second week trading for March or whatever, what I'm looking for now is price coming down, actually not really finding support at the ascending support line and not really finding support at the 120 moving average. Ideally, if you can see the structure in the most healthy position it can be, we want to see support, or I think it's best to see support within this retracement area right here. So this retracement area will be more significant as Bitcoin also comes down to either confirm a support or if it stabilizes. I want to see this come down, find support within this area, even if it has a big 1 or 2 hourly candle wick below the 0.618 at basically $13.60. If we can see it break down to low 13s, that'll be better. But I don't want to, I personally, in order to be much more confident with these structures, I don't want to see support above the 0.35 at basically $14.75. It's very much likely that we're going to see this come down, max out the RSI to the bottom side one more time before we can continue to build up enough bullish momentum to then later on max out this green area up here. Now, it doesn't have to do any of this, but that is what I'm seeing as most likely in my personal opinion. And then same thing with MSTR, right? MSTR, due to Mara falling, or due to Bitcoin falling, we want to see a retest of not just this previous imbalance, but potentially maxing out this retracement area. At the same time, maybe having some wicks fall below the 0.618, maybe reaching all the way back to this red, strong, deep value accumulation area. I do not want to see, personally, I don't want to see in this one to confirm a much more clear structure to kind of trade off of. I don't want to see the price find support above the 0.5 at roughly $200.73. I want to see this come down below 270. Ideally, if we can catch this around 255, it would be a much better setup. But the RSI could fight that a little bit. But as of right now, due to the bearish momentum on Bitcoin, and if that does continue into this new trading week, we can easily see this retracement area get broken and then use one of these previous imbalances to find support. So around 255 to 260 will be a stronger area to be more confident off of for when it comes to opening any longs, right? So that's basically my opinion, guys. But yeah, Bitcoin, we got to see what this retracement area does, because if we break this, we can start looking at potential support within any structure right here. So far, if it does break it, and if it breaks it with smaller candles moving upward, so far we can use possibly the 1.38 at 81,900 as support, but we'll see what happens. This is gonna give us more information going forward to base structures more accurately, but we need to see if this area is going to get rejected or not. Hold valid, because if it does, we can come down here and then have a really, really, really good, more of a deep value and much more clear buying opportunity than trying to, capture, capture this as it's going up, not knowing how far up it can go, because we have a lot of question marks right here, rather not this is going to hold. So we will know most likely within the next day or two. We'll know how strong this retracement area, if it's going to hold, push the price back down, or if it's going to go ahead and fail, and then we can start moving up higher from there. But as of right now, again, until that happens, this is what I'm looking for as a potential much stronger support to come down here, instead of just assuming that this is the low. So I hope this video made sense, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.